FilsGang.com is a powerful online website for novice and experienced stock traders and investors who demand professional-grade online tools, superior customer support, and extensive investing education. Not sure how to trade or invest in stocks? FilsGang.com is your #1 educational source for online stock trading and investing material, with daily webinars, individual charting videos, and programs customized to make you a smarter, more informed investor. It's as simple as following FilsGang.com's Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell. When they buy, you buy. And when they short stocks, you short. In this volatile market, wouldn't it be nice to have someone guide and coach you to create wealth in the stock market? Well, you can with FilsGang.com. Simply go to FilsGang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Investors who want to maximize their opportunities and minimize their losses, turn to FilsGang.com. Beginner or seasoned investor, FilsGang.com is where you learn to invest using professional-level skills and strategies, regardless of your experience and investing goals.
Been a member for about a year, and this year I'm up around 60% on my portfolio.
I'm a new gang member. I'm up like 15% in 3 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
For only $49.95 a month, you will have access to all Phil's Gang programs, special alerts, the daily investing class, and all material is archived. So why don't you take care of your financial opportunities with FilsGang.com? Operators are standing by. Simply call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to FilsGang.com. That's FilsGang.com today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. That just a 1% fee wipe out 20. 1%, 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at Phil.
Generally speaking, what we've seen is that healthcare costs have slowed drastically in a lot of areas since we passed the Affordable Care Act.
But they just announced yesterday that it's going to be $50 trillion, not the $950 billion, $50 trillion. Or, let's put it another way, it's going to be about $50,000 per person. Okay, $50,000 per person. That's what they came up with, the government. They were dead wrong. They were dead wrong. That this was the Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, that we would be saving money. Not true. We'll talk about that today as you're going to be facing that mess. $50,000 increase. That's just crazy per individual. That's just nuts. Also, we're going to talk about the stock market today. The market's going to open up lower again, and we're getting these big swings. And I told you this is happening because there is just no consensus in the market as to where it is going to go after 6 years of corporate buybacks where they're forcing earnings up artificially to get stock prices up artificially so the CEOs can cash in their stock options. And the 10th percentile can make a fortune so Obama can tax them to pass out more free stuff. Haven't we given enough free stuff out yet? $22 trillion? I'd say that's enough free stuff. In 50 years, $22 trillion, and the poor are still poor. But yet, these morons like Bill Maher.
Obama wants $320 billion of new taxes on the rich. And there he goes again, wants to give it to poor people.
Yeah, see, being sarcastic. He thinks this is good. Welfare dependency does not help the poor people. It doesn't. Jobs. Capitalism, not socialism, helps poor people. It gives them a hand up, not a hand out. But these socialists like Bill Maher, he's really not a socialist, he's a capitalist. The guy lives in a $10 million house. He makes $20 million a year. You think he's a socialist? Of course not. He loves capitalism. But I'm just so tired of hearing about we just got to keep giving more and more to the poor. What we're not doing is giving them what they need. We don't want to keep giving them handouts. Handouts encourage them to be dependent, not independent. This country wasn't grown on handouts. My God, when people came over here from Europe and they got on wagons and they crossed the country and Indians and problems and storms and they weren't asking for handouts. We built a great country not on handouts. We built a great country being independent. That's why people came to the United States. That's why they left Europe and why they left England to become independent. They had it with government. That's why we kicked the British out of here. We wanted to be independent, but now we're going backwards. They're trying to get rid of capitalism. Now listen to this.
But your basic thesis is that the income inequality problem is really because of the Democrats. The Republicans have been the champions of the poor?
No, Republicans are the champions of growth that helps the poor, not redistribution, that in any economy of which I'm aware doesn't
This reminds me of supply-side economics and trickle-down economics, which are completely discredited nonsense. And Chicago School of Economics ought to be sent someplace else like Moscow where they'd be more comfortable.
Well, that's why they win Nobel Prizes.
Rich were taxed 70 to 90% under Republican Eisenhower, Republican Nixon, and that's when our middle class was the strongest.
No.
No?
No, the tax code worked differently then.
That's right. When you hear how they say, well, wait a minute, this is great. President Obama wants to bring your tax rate up from 38% or 39% to 70%. This is a great thing. This is a great thing because then we can take care of all the poor. Well, and then you heard Bill Maher say, well, we had a great economy when our taxes were up 70%. No, we didn't. Or we did, but the tax code was different. I remember paying 70% in taxes. I remember that. But we never paid the 70% because the tax code, you had all kinds of tax shelters. So your effective tax rate was about 22%.
22 to 29%. When they said 70%, no. Not as long as you use tax shelters, you were fine. The tax code was different. It wasn't you just wrote out 70% of your income to the government. But they don't tell you that when they go back. You know, look at this, it was 70% at one time. It worked out great. No, it didn't. Never happened. Look, Obama creates loyalty, and he creates loyalty like he did at the State of the Union address in the minds of our citizens by pretending to be Santa Claus. He doles out promises of gifts, but he never intends to keep those promises. If you take all of his promises and all of his State of the Union addresses, he promised, or he broke 112 promises. He doesn't intend to give free child care. He doesn't intend that you can have sick leave for 7 days and get paid. He doesn't intend for any of that to happen. He's the kind of guy that he just says it because he wants it to be, and then he thinks it will be because he said it. He's a group thinker. Remember what group thinkers are. Socialists are group thinkers. And the other night, the State of the Union address, his group thinking was really front and center. Because group thinkers, they suppress reality. They ignore outside information, group thinkers. They're overconfident. They have an attitude of invulnerability. And they won't accept any contrary information. And you can see that's how he was that night. He was overconfident. He had a attitude of invulnerability, even though he lost the election. Remember he said, I'm not on the ballot, but all my policies are on the ballot. And his policies were rejected overwhelmingly, which rejected him. But yet he stood up there as a group thinker, suppressing reality that people threw him out and his Democrats out because his policies were on the ticket. Threw him out. But his thinking is that didn't happen because he didn't want it to happen, so it won't be. And that's why he has this great confidence that night. That's how group thinkers are. And group thinkers are dangerous because they neglect to examine or accept contrary information which might affect the outcome. That's why, as a group thinker, Obama can't make decisions. That's why he has such a poor foreign policy. That's why he flip-flops. Educators are group thinkers. They're dangerous. See, and they're throwbacks. Group thinkers, or collectivism as you call it, is a throwback when groups went out to kill game and everyone would get around a campfire and get their equal shares. See, that and their minds are trapped back then. Collectivism doesn't work. Sure, it makes the socialists feel warm and fuzzy, but the problem, it doesn't work. Look at Cuba. Look at Venezuela. Look at the Soviet Union. It just doesn't work. What works is you give people a job. That's what works. Not $22 trillion in free stuff over 50 years. And the proof is the poor are still poor. We'll be right back. Take a look at the stock market. It's 15 past the hour here on Phil's Gang. Join my gang today.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
At philsgang.com, we're here to help you build a successful investing plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security. Phil's Gang's technical chartists Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell are dedicated to helping you and guiding you to make profits in the stock market. For over a decade, philsgang.com has been empowering Phil's Gang members to take control of their financial lives. We're proud to offer knowledgeable investment guidance, powerful trading tools, and investing resources that help you pursue your goals with confidence. philsgang.com has daily live live webinar trading classes. They post alerts on market moves. They have tons of stock charting educational videos, and all philsgang.com material is archived. Whether you're an active trader or long-term investor, philsgang.com gives you everything you need to research stocks, place trades, and manage your portfolio. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, this is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They are savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
philgang.com chooses interactivebroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information and be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's interactivebrokers.com.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. With the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. At just a 1% fee, they wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
They just told us right away that we're gonna house you, we're gonna feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's being taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. This segment is sponsored by my Talking trader chart, which is called our PT2. For you to see this during the show, if you're in front of your computer or if you have mobile devices, just go to philsgang.com, click on Listen Live, or then click on Watch Live, and you can see me on my computer in my chart, especially the PT2 talking chart. And it's a wonderful chart, because especially designed for people that don't have time to participate in a financial education, who do not want to go to class, but people who finally realize that your planners, your money managers are full of crap. They only care about themselves. The deal they have is they want to make all the money they can. They don't care about you. They have no fiduciary relationship with you. But in life, the one thing we've learned, we got to take care of ourselves. Just like we're talking about this welfare programs, $22 trillion. And the poor are still poor. It doesn't work. But if you took that $22 trillion and we went to what does work, what will fix poverty is small businesses. What will make a strong middle class? Small businesses. By creating an environment for small businesses to create jobs, good high-paying jobs, middle-class jobs, that would fix poverty. That would fix our economy. But remember, this administration hates small businesses. It goes against their grain, their thinking. Remember, Obama, he just hates small businesses because the last thing he wants is small businesses to create jobs. He wants people to be dependent on government. When you have a job, you're not dependent on government. He hates small business because he knows with small businesses, they will create jobs and the middle class will not be dependent on government. Therefore, those will be Republican votes. So to get more Democrat votes going to 2016, he's been doing everything he has for the last 6 years to crush small business in way of the EPA and he's putting on regulation on top of regulation, 76,000 pages of regulation. Thanksgiving alone, 3,400 new regulations, Thanksgiving Day. He won't give businesses access to capital. The taxes are incredible on small businesses. And when I talk small businesses, I'm talking businesses that have from 5 to 20 employees. Those are the ones that create 80% of the jobs in this country. So that our consumption, remember, our economy is based on consuming, on consumption. 70% of our economy is based on consumption. Why is it that we only have a 3% growth rate in consumption? Because people don't have jobs. Because Obama's trying to get more people on welfare rather than jobs. So when you have consumption of 3%, something doesn't make sense in the stock market. If we have consumption of 3%, but we're showing profits going up 6.2%, how can that be? How can profits be going up 6.2%, consumption only going up 3%, earnings per share, profits over 6%, the stock market going up 200%? How do you get a stock market up 200% when consumption is 3%? And earnings per share is 6%. How'd you get so much earnings and so much stock market movement when you have little consumption, little profits? You cheat. You buy your own shares back. That's why we talk about it all the time. And that's why you're seeing today the market's going to open down again. See, we're getting this down opening, up opening, down opening. Wonderful. That's wonderful volatility. And that's why we use the PT2, because you can make money. And with the PT2, we don't care about the volatility. With today's technology on our PT2 chart, all you do is watch. And if you're following me right now, you just look at gold, for example. I have my gold chart up on PT2, and you see where it's green on PT2. As long as it stays green on PT2, that's simple. That means the institutions who control this exchange-traded fund, they still have money in it. So when it pulls back, like I'm showing you right now, as long as it's still green, you stay with it. Isn't that wonderful? You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry. Here, they're pulling money out of gold and it goes down. Or if it's going up when it's red, it's telling you don't buy it because they're not putting in enough money until it turns green. Then the institutions are putting in enough money. Let's take Apple. I'll put up Apple for you. There is nothing like this too. The PT2 is nothing like it. Apple, same thing. You can see we've gone from red. Now, Apple went from a low of $105 up to $110, but we did not buy it until it got above $110 when it turned green. Because that's telling you the institutions that control Apple. So once again, with today's technology, it takes care of this volatility. And this volatility is being created because there's no consensus as to where this economy is going to go. There's so much confusion with this economy because everybody knows the stock market has gone up, not because of productivity, not because we put our 95 million people out of work back to work. We're not putting people back to work, and we do put them back to work. It's small, little part-time jobs as a bartender and waitress. So let's think about this. Of course, the big money is confused. Market's up 200%, but most of the jobs are waitress jobs. Our top line sales are nothing, which means our GDP is 3%. We should be at 7% GDP to have a stock market go up 200%. So with that volatility, using charting, you create value, you create money. Don't listen to again, fundamentals. And look what's going on. Again, you talk about people are worried about the economy. Obamacare, we talked about in the open. Here we go again. Just like Reagan says, here we go again.
There you go again.
Here we go again. Remember our liar-in-chief? He's pledged to members of Congress in 2009 as his signature insurance overhaul law that the plan he was proposing will cost around $900 billion over 10 years. Hey, let's try it again. How about $1.9 trillion?
Generally speaking, what we've seen is that healthcare costs have slowed drastically.
We just got a report yesterday. It's going to go up $50,000 per person. What are you, nuts? We've been lied to. We'll be right back here on Phil's Gang. 28 past the hour on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Please grab a pen and paper or type this into your phone. InvestYourself.com. For the best free financial newsletter on the planet, go to InvestYourself.com and sign up today. Hi, my name is Bob Bernier, and for over 20 years I've been publishing InvestYourself.com, and I guarantee this is the only newsletter that provides the truth, it's easy to read, and it's free. Consider this. The feds have just ended the QE program in this country, but Japan and Europe continue to print money, and all of this affects our stock market in ways you've never seen before. I invite you to sign up at InvestYourself.com. Our absolutely free newsletter will help guide you through what's really affecting our markets instead of the nonsense you hear from the mainstream media. For over 20 years, people have called it the best free newsletter on the planet, and I think you'll agree. Take a moment and go over to InvestYourself.com and sign up today. It's absolutely free, no credit card required, no ID required. Simply pop your email address in the box. That's InvestYourself.com, InvestYourself.com.
Investors who want to maximize their opportunities and minimize their losses, turn to philsgang.com. Beginner or seasoned investor, philsgang.com is where you learn to invest using professional-level skills and strategies, regardless of your experience and investing goals.
Been a member for about a year, and this year I'm up around 60% on my portfolio.
I'm a new gang member. I'm up like 15% in 3 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
For only $49.95 a month, you will have access to all Phil's Gang programs, special alerts, the daily investing class, and all material is archived. So why don't you take care of your financial opportunities with philsgang.com? Operators are standing by. Simply call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com today. Listen to what people say about philsgang.com.
You know, I'd listen to you on the radio, and I thought, oh, I love his sense of humor. He can make trading fun. I guess this is the guy I'm going to learn to chart with. The Phil's Gang. Phil, I have learned so much. It is absolutely incredible.
For a successful investing plan for any time frame, from current income to your retirement security, philsgang.com puts you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
You make it so simple if they can really grasp what you're trying to get through to them.
Only philsgang.com's Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell teach you, coach you, and guide you to investing confidence.
Being a gang member, and you're showing us how to trade in any market, which gives you such a feeling of confidence.
Why pay an outrageous fee for a one-time weekend investing class when philsgang.com provides daily investing webinars, alerts, and investing advice for only $49.95 a month, and all material is archived. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic. And that's philsgang.com.
I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. At just a 1% fee, they wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Easy Trade Platform.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. This segment is sponsored by Easy Trade Platform, Phil's Easy Trade Platform. It's a brand new platform. It's easy to navigate. It's so easy to use, and it's designed by investors. It's designed by traders, not a bunch of geeks. And that's the problem with software. Most of the software is not designed by people who invest. And they have on their platform stuff you don't need most of the time. And you use it and you go, this guy can't be a trader. You never have a platform like this. We designed ours so that it takes care of the professional trader, takes care of the beginner trader. It's fantastic. So I think we have one of the best platforms in the country. I think our platform will be the industry leader. We just released it a couple weeks ago, but check it out. If you want a real good platform, check it out. All right, the stock market has opened. Now, the market's down 281 points, almost 300 points. Now, people are going to say, well, Phil, what's going on? Well, I've been telling you what's going on. The earnings that we keep getting that's been pushing the stock market up 200%, think about it. We've only got consumption of 3%. So how the hell you get a stock market up 200%? Doesn't make any sense, does it? It doesn't. You got earnings per share at 6.2%. But growth, sales, at 2.6%. Durable goods just dropped. They just dropped. They just came out with the durable goods orders. Big drop. Because people aren't consuming. They're not making money. See, the idea of continue to support people with handouts instead of jobs will kill your economy. So the idea is, well, let's keep making the rich richer by keep pushing up the stock market, because it's the rich, only the rich in the stock market, really. They're control. The regular guy, he's gone from the stock market. He's gone from his 401k. He doesn't contribute anymore. He's gone to bonds, or he's gone to some stupid annuity where some guy sells you the idea, hey, if you want to protect your principal, you never lose any money. So many people that got out of their 401ks to go to these annuities where they've heard on these radio shows, especially on Saturdays, where you'll never lose your principal. Matter of fact, you give me $100,000, I'll give you $10,000. Anybody that says to you they're going to give you $10,000 when you give them $100, run like hell. You know you're really getting screwed. Remember, it's an insurance program, and you're insuring it with your money. So what happens is when the stock market drops, okay, you don't lose money. But most people don't get annuities until after the stock market drops. 80% of annuities are sold not when the market's doing well. It's after having a bad experience where you got caught in a dot-com crash and a housing financial crash. And the next one is our QE crash, which we're in now. And then people, they don't buy annuities until after the crash. They say, I've had it with the stock market. I've had it with my 401ks, because first of all, expenses, just 2% of the expenses, they take 50% of my money, my retirement money. And every day they screw me by trading stocks inside my 401k, which I never realized. They steal $250 billion a day in commissions, which they hide in the net asset value of the pension fund, so I can't find it. So people finally said, that's it. I'm going to get one of these cool annuities, man. They're telling me I'm not going to lose my money again. Nobody buys an annuity when the stock market's up 200%. So the problem is when you buy them is when they're down. Now, when you sign that paper, you're screwed because, first of all, the commissions are outrageous. And they lock you in. So it says, well, okay, when the market goes up, so let's say a market pulled back 30%, 40% in a crash. Now the market's going to retrace, go up 200%. Well, guess what? There's a little thing in the contract that says you're only going to share in 2%, maybe 6% of that gain. The insurance company gets the difference between 6% and 200%. How do you think insurance companies build these big buildings? When you look at an insurance company building, see how big they are and how tall they are? Do you think they do that by making sure you don't lose money? They're going to lose it instead? Not you. You're not. They are? Of course not. So that's how they do it. That's the trick. And everybody's buying annuities after the market crashes. The wrong time. It's the same thing with this country. What are they doing here? After the market crashes, we come out with all these programs to drop interest rates, to go out and do QE, buy all these 10-year treasuries. The Federal Reserve prints all the money, buys all the 10-year treasuries to drop the yield or the interest rate on a 10-year to 1.8%, which translates so you can get a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage for 3.5%. But wait, it's the wrong time to do that. You should have offered that when the economy was good. When the housing market was booming, the Federal Reserve should have made sure that when it got so hot, to raise rates so that it wouldn't got hot, so there wouldn't be a bubble crash. Remember, the Federal Reserve job is to make sure to control the economy through levers. I tell you about this all the time, where they raise rates and decrease rates. So when we got hot and everybody was buying housing, the demand was unbelievable. It was incredible. Houses were going, 1 week a house would be on the market for $125,000. Next week it'd be on the market for $200,000. It was nuts. They should have raised rates. Bernanke should have raised rates to cool it down. Now, when you have a good market, a good economy, then you say, okay, I'm going to offer these kind of programs. I'm going to drop interest rates. I'm going to buy the 10-year Treasury. The Federal Reserve buys the 10-year Treasury, drop the yield down to 1.8%, so a 30-year fixed rate will be at 3.8. You do it when things are good. Let me draw you an analogy. It's the same thing with advertising. Businesses, they make their biggest mistake when business is slow. They ramp up their advertising. That's the last thing you do. Every businessman makes the same mistake. They ramp up their advertising. They double their advertising when business is slow instead of cutting it right back to nothing. And just save your money. It's the same thing here. It does no good. So why do you think the economy is not growing? With all these programs, now they're saying, again, here we go, instead of creating jobs, instead of this administration take care of and create environments for small businesses to flourish, to create jobs for the middle class and the working poor, Obama says, no, we're going to kill small businesses with all kinds of high taxes, all kinds of regulations. We'll make sure they don't have access to money. We'll make sure that the Wall Street banks don't fund them. And instead what we'll do is we'll go ahead and reduce payments on houses. Instead of 20%, they're coming out today, oh, well, we're going to drop your payment to 3%. Well, wait a minute. People are so bad off today in this economy because they don't have good high-paying jobs. What difference does it make to a person that has a lousy job? He has no money left at the end of the month. If they drop down payments to 0%, what difference? He's not going to buy the house anyways because he can't afford it. Not the interest. He can't afford the insurance. But you notice they decide the first thing to do, hey, let's give a giveaway program. Let's drop interest rates from 20%. Let's drop down payments from 20% to 3%. Europe, the same thing. Now Europe is facing the terrible weakness, which is affecting our market. And what are they going to do? They're going to do QE over there now. Too late. Why didn't you raise interest rates when things were hot? So that you never had a crash over there. But no, now the central banks, they've run out of all their bullets, out of their tools. Too late. Now they're going to embrace quantitative easing, buy back all their bonds over there to drop rates, thinking that their housing mortgage business is going to pick up and the economy is going to pick up. No, the only way an economy picks up is if you have people working. Now, there's a big difference in Europe, too. They don't have the amount of stock ownership we have here in the United States. So it's not going to work over there. Their quantitative easing is not going to work. And it may hurt our stock market, by the way. Quantitative easing over there may hurt our stock market, especially if it hurts the euro. All right, when we get back, we're going to take a look at some stocks and our charts. Get my gang membership, Phil's Gang. Join today.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Please grab a pen and paper or type this into your phone. InvestYourself.com. For the best free financial newsletter on the planet, go to InvestYourself.com and sign up today. Hi, my name is Bob Bernier, and for over 20 years I've been publishing InvestYourself.com, and I guarantee this is the only newsletter that provides the truth, it's easy to read, and it's free. Consider this. The Feds have just ended the QE program in this country, but Japan and Europe continue to print money, and all of this affects our stock market in ways you've never seen before. I invite you to sign up at InvestYourself.com. Our absolutely free newsletter will help guide you through what's really affecting our markets instead of the nonsense you hear from the mainstream media. For over 20 years, people have called it the best free newsletter on the planet, and I think you'll agree. Take a moment and go over to InvestYourself.com and sign up today. It's absolutely free, no credit card required, no ID required. Simply pop your email address in the box. That's InvestYourself.com, InvestYourself.com.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
PhilsGang.com is a powerful online website for novice and experienced stock traders and investors who demand professional-grade online tools, superior customer support, and extensive investing education. Not sure how to trade or invest in stocks? PhilsGang.com is your #1 educational source for online stock trading and investing material, with daily webinars, individual charting videos, and programs customized to make you a smarter, more informed investor. It's as simple as following PhilsGang.com's Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell. When they buy, you buy. And when they short stocks, you short. In this volatile market, wouldn't it be nice to have someone guide and coach you to create wealth in the stock market? Well, you can with PhilsGang.com. Simply go to PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award. And Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. We're the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. At PhilsGang.com, we're here to help you build a successful investing plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security. Phil's Gang's technical chartists Phil Grande and Donald Cogswell are dedicated to helping you and guiding you to make profits in the stock market. For over a decade, PhilsGang.com has been empowering Phil's Gang members to take control of their financial lives. We're proud to offer knowledgeable investment guidance, powerful trading tools, and investing resources that help you pursue your goals with confidence. PhilsGang.com has daily live webinar trading classes. They post alerts on market moves. They have tons of stock charting educational videos, and all PhilsGang.com material is archived. Whether you're an active trader or long-term investor, PhilsGang.com gives you everything you need to research stocks, place trades, and manage your portfolio. For more information, simply go to PhilsGang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Gang, InvestYourself.com.
According to the Congressional Budget Office, the report came in yesterday that it will cost you and me, each individual taxpayer, $50,000 for every one of us who buy health insurance under the Obamacare law. Obama came in and he promised us, remember he promised us, that his bill, Obamacare, would cost $900 billion over 10 years. Try again. How about $2 trillion or $1.9 trillion? Remember when he promised us that? And we're going to keep all our rates low. Remember this?
I will not sign a plan that adds one dime to our deficits.
No, not one dime, billions of dimes. Here's McDonough from Sunday Show about health care. Right before they announced it's going to cost us $50,000 for each one of us.
We see 10 million people with access to health care now. Health care costs growing at a slower rate than any time in 50 years.
This bill was written in a tortured way to make sure CBO did not score the mandate as taxes. If CBO scored the mandate as taxes, the bill dies. Okay? So it's written to do that. In terms of risk-rated subsidies, if you get a law which said healthy people are going to pay in, it made it
blah, blah, blah. So the bottom line is, McDonough goes on CNBC telling us, oh, costs are going down so slow. No, costs are only going down for the 10 million who get subsidies. They pay $345. You and I pay $300. They only pay the $45. And they even have a program. They don't have to pay the $45. You and I, 267 million of us, our policy is going up 500%, 1,000%, because we pay for them. Now we find out that it's going to be $50,000 per person. How crazy. So look, when we keep hearing how things are terrific, well, they're not. I mean, think about when he says this. What nerve?
With a growing economy, shrinking deficits, bustling industry, booming energy production.
So, as I said, the guy, he's delusional. He's a group thinker. And that's what they do. Group thinkers are delusional. They put off reality. So he says that, but IBM is laying off 26% of its employees, it said today. John Deere's laying off employees. Target's laying off employees. eBay's laying off employees. Europe is doing so bad, they got to do QE, but it's not going to work. Obamacare goes up $50,000 per person. And the socialist Bernie Sanders, he says, I'm going to break up all the banks, which is the first smart thing I've heard. It was that dope Bush who turned his back on the free market system and turned his back on capitalism. When the banks were down, he should have broke them up. Now we got a socialist, Bernie Sanders, says, I'm going to break them up. He'll never pass, but that's what we should do. This is crazy. So let's take a look at the stock market. It's now down 281 points. So here's what we do. All we care about is our retirement. We got to care about our retirement. Nobody else cares about our retirement. Nobody cares about us. We got to take care of ourselves. So in Phil's gang, come get a financial education. Get the best tools you can. Get the best charting you can so you have an edge. Let me give you an example. On a day like today with the market going down, I'm going to take my tools, my charts will tell me which stock to buy. Now what am I going to look for? I'm going to look for a stock that is stronger than the market. If the market is going down almost 300 points, my chart will find me a stock that's not going down. Now let's take a look. If you go to my site, philsgang.com, you click on Listen Live or Watch Live, you can see it right now. So the S&P is going down, the market's going down, okay, 293 points, but my stock BP is going up. So that means the stock is stronger than the market, and you can see it on my PT2. It's green, so it says stay in. Let's take a look at our gold, GDX, our mining stocks. Come to my site, philsgang.com. Check it out. All you have to do is click on Listen Live, and then click on Watch Live, and you can follow me on my charts if you have a mobile device or in front of your computer. Look at this, GDX. Here you go. In red, it shows the S&P. It's coming down, but gold is going up. That means institutional buyers are buying gold in GDX. Now, if I go in my PT2, and look at this, it's still green, means institutionals are buying. So on a day when the market's down 300 points, I'm not upset because I can go and find my stocks, and I can see stocks that have relative strength, stronger than the market. Even if I don't buy them today, I certainly would buy them tomorrow because they're stronger than the market. This is what a financial education is. This is what we teach you, how to use these tools, how to use these charts. The day of fundamentals are over. How can you have fundamentals when these CEOs, all they care about is their income? It's all about stock options. And when they're taking 3% or 13% of their profits and saying, that's all I'm going to put back into the company for information, new information technology, for R&D, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen to these companies? They're no longer going to be competitive. They can't be competitive with the world. When they're taking all the money out in dividends, all the money out in stock options, all the money out in salaries, and what they're doing is not sharing any of that corporate profits with the worker. Now, instead of Obama coming in and saying, stop, Obama says, don't worry. What we'll do is let's artificially push the market up even more. I'll take more money from the rich, and I'll give free programs to the poor. Why doesn't he say, let's stop with this nonsense, this artificial increasing earnings per share by these buybacks? Let's stop that. Let's take small businesses. Let's help them. Let's create an environment for them so that we can get the poor back to work, the working poor. We can get the middle class back. But it's against his socialist thinking. It's against what he thinks. So corporate profitability is not translating into economic prosperity for the middle class or the working poor. It's only translating to prosperity for the top 10 percentile. Even Larry Fink, the chairman and CEO of BlackRock, who went on vacation with the first family in Hawaii, his best friend, he said, I'm concerned about the volatility in the stock market caused by the lack of consensus of the economy, where it's going. It's not really improving. So he's on vacation with the president, tells us the economy's improving, and then Larry Fink comes back and sends a letter to all the corporation CEOs, saying the economy's really not improving. I'm worried about it, even though the stock prices keep going up and up. So you know what? They're going to continue to do this for the next 2 years Obama's in office. So why in the hell aren't you in the stock market? Doesn't make sense. So Obama's either going to have to do QE4. Europe just did QE. It's not going to work for Europe. But they may do QE4 here. But let's say they don't do QE4 for about 3 months. This market could correct 30, 40%. That'd be great. Then we'll go in and buy all these wonderful stocks on a deep discount. So that's why it's important to join my gang. Let me give you the financial education that you need. Then let me introduce you to the tools you need. And like I say, if you don't have time and you're busy and you're working, for heaven's sakes, just take the PT2. It's the talking chart. I tell you with my voice when to buy, when to sell. I mean, it's so easy. Check it out. So once again, I don't care what anybody tells you. All these programs that we're seeing coming forward, all these giveaway programs, free college, free this, free that, that's the Democrat, that's the socialist answer to a weak economy rather than creating jobs. Now that means an opportunity for me and you to make money, because Obama knows he's got to continue with QE. And he's got to continue to keep the stock market going up so the rich can get richer so they can pay for all the social programs like free college. Let's think about this. Who's paying for the free college? Who's paying for child care? He wants everybody to have free college child care. Who's going to pay for that? He said, I'll get it from the rich. Well, where do they get their money? By moving the stock market up. They get rich. They're the ones that benefit. Obama's got to deal with them. So join my gang tonight and participate in this market. And sleep at night. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Do it now.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.